What's happening? What's happening? Special edition. Special edition today. NBA trade deadline. Like, I'm about to get my Stephen A. Smith on. Really, I ain't seeing no movement to too many teams or whatever. I'm not worried. Look, we're not worried about no other teams. Cleveland Cavaliers fan. Even if you're not a fan, that's what the NBA is. Everybody's eyes is on today. So let me get into it. So, Shannon Fry, Isaiah Thomas, and the Cavs' first round pick go to the Lakers in exchange for Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance Jr. Like, if man, that's interesting. Then they had another trade. So the Cavs moved Crowder and Rose to Utah. They moved Shumpert, wound up going to the Kings, I think. They end up getting George Hill and Roddy Hood. So they first off top, they got way younger. So that's a positive. That's a positive right there. They got younger. I don't know what their contracts looking like because Cavs have been over the salary cap for a minute. So I don't know if that helped their numbers out too much. In another trade, they traded Wade for a second round pick to go to Miami. I think Wade is done. I think Wade is like, I'm going to Miami, finish out this year and retire. I think he done. But really what I want to get into, man, like my theory, I think IT done, man. I think IT is done. Like, this is a bleak outlook, but man, I've been a fan. I'm a fan of Lil guards. I'm 5'6" myself. I've been playing ball all my life. I've tried to defeat the odds. I'm the biggest brother. I try to dunk on them up, whatever I can do. But so I always root for the small guards. AI, my favorite player of all time. I used to love Nate Robinson. When AI was not athletic anymore, when he couldn't do it, he still could have averaged maybe 20, 18 or whatever. But when he couldn't do what AI does, the NBA took him out. Nate Robinson was explosive. He's still a freak of nature. But he had hurt his knee, and he was kind of went down a little bit. But when he went down a little bit, even though he built himself back up, because I see him on Instagram and stuff, he back dunking and got his hops back in shape and stuff. But whenever he hit a little wall, he was done. And Isaiah Thomas, his hip, he has showed that it's not getting better per se as of right now. And the market has shrunk for him. The market has shrunk. The Lakers got him. He has 1 year left on this deal. Well, this is his last year on his deal. And he just getting paid like $3 million, man. He not getting that max deal. He not getting a decent deal. They not about to. No, I don't think nobody wants him. To be honest, I think this is last year. I think he done. Rose could, unless he has a resurgence and he balls out, he about to go to Utah. I don't know if they're gonna buy him out or not. But man, I love Rose this year for the Cleveland, man. But I wanted him to play more. He had flashes. Of his old self, like quickness wise. He still never dunked. But man, I think it's bleak for him too. Because those two instances might have ruined his career. When he was with the Knicks and he left, and he just left the team, and when the Cavs, when he just left the team. I don't think nobody gonna give him another chance. I don't think a franchise is gonna look at Rose and be like, man, let's throw some money at him and stuff. But he's like, you don't know if he's gonna show up or not. You go back on to things like Vince Young. Like Vince Young was one of the most athletic quarterbacks ever in the league and stuff. He had that one bout whenever he lost his mind. He went on suicide watch and never seen the NFL again. So things like that, People, they throwing millions of dollars at these athletes. You want to see something for your investment. You want to see return in your investment. You don't want to have egg on your face. You don't want to be looking stupid. They not taking chances on a player that might not show up to work. So, man, Rose might be at the end. But what this does for the Cavs, man, it name-wise, they've fell off a little bit. But one positive, they got younger. And they have, I think, hopefully, what this will do is chemistry-wise, because you got to have role players, man. Like Golden State, they heavy on the top, but they plug different people, like people that might have been decent somewhere, like Swaggy P and JaVale McGee and stuff. They plug players like that in because they like, well, you can play this role. You athletic. You can still shoot. You can do this and that. Let's let the rookies play. They got rookies and they let them play and stuff like that. Like Cleveland doesn't do that. Cleveland doesn't develop players. If you a rookie or a young player, they leave you at the end of the bench. So, but they now have some youth. So, it's a running gun league now, man. Back in the days, whenever Jordan was winning championships, if you look, Patrick Ewing when they was older, Hakeem Olajuwon and Drexler when they was older, whenever it was Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, they was all in their 30s pretty much. Shit, the MVP of the league, shit, Karl Malone might have been like 35. And then Jordan won it the next year. Jordan might have been 35, 36. So they was going against Utah. They had Hornacek in Stockton and them. It was a slow down league. They played half court ball, isolation, triangle offense and stuff, backdoor cuts, pick and roll. So it was more based in the half court game. NBA now, you see what the big men is getting hurt, man. Boogie Cousins, Kristaps Porzingis. Yeah, it's freak accidents and stuff, but being a big man, your body isn't designed to do all that. You see a lot of more teams playing small ball and this and that. Like big players, they still are prevalent in the league. If you got a big player that's cold, but the league is this. The league is running up and down the court. See why Isaiah Thomas could thrive last year and stuff. When Isaiah Thomas had his quickness and when he was himself, he could thrive in a league like this. Whenever it was his beginning of his career, when it was more slowed down and it was more half court ball, man, he wasn't doing as much as even Steph Curry per se. He wasn't that good at the beginning of his career when it was more physical and stuff. But now it's kind of more like now smaller guards have a better shot. Now they thrive, and if you have your quickness and you can shoot and stuff like that. So that's kind of why, like, Cleveland is struggling also, because they still kind of play half-court ball because LeBron dominates a lot of the things. They don't really move, but LeBron, he's the most dominant player in the game, but still you have to be having more of a system in keep the defense on their heels, man. You watch it like in fighting and stuff. I kind of look at things like in fighting sense and stuff, and you might have the most physical specimen of a fighter, like Ngannou the other week. Francis Ngannou fought Stipe Miocic. Way more athletic, stronger, bigger, probably faster. Shit, Stipe Miocic, look, pot shot, look, grab you, get you tired, have more weapons in the tank. It might not be the most beautiful thing in the world, but look, hey, I'm gonna move out the way, I'm gonna grab you, I'm gonna get you tired. Hey, if I can take you down, I'm gonna lay on you, do like this, and decision your ass to the 5th round. So the game is kind of like that. You might be a smaller player, you might not have the home run ball and stuff like that, but hey, you got a big physical team and stuff. Shit, run their ass out the gym. So basketball is kind of becoming like that, but this has become being a long rant. Man, they have like an hour left on the trade deadline. Oh man, I would love for them to get DeAndre Jordan, but it doesn't look like that's happening. The Cavs got rid of so many players. They have 2 roster spots left, so I don't know who they're gonna wind up getting. They can They're gonna have buyouts in the league. So if some centers get bought out, they need centers, man. They need centers. Like Larry Nance is gonna help a little bit. Like Larry Nance and Thompson, and and whenever Love gets back, but Love gonna be back, be out for a minute. But man, it's crazy. I hope things look better. I hope this trade reignites some fire and gets some younger and stuff. But man, hey, but the NBA has just got more interesting. Fuck with me. Like, comment, subscribe. Gonna be the greatest and the most hated. Peace out.